Hello, how is everyone doing today? My name is Stacy Sparkman. I've been the carpenter teacher at Knott County ATC for going on 17 years now. And every year we thank KVEC for the grant that lets us build this tiny house because it's honestly been the best project we have ever done at this school, carpentry wise. Because the students get to see the whole process of building the thing from start to finish in 1 year instead of the 2 to 3 years that it was taking us before. So if a senior came in and had never had the class before, he didn't get to see the whole process. But these guys are in on the development, the design, decorating, construction. Mr. Martin and his group do the plumbing and wiring, and they are currently our solar panel experts. So this has been overall a really great project. These are some of our juniors and seniors that are involved in it this year. A few of the many. Um, this project really promotes teamwork. When you've got a trailer that's 8 feet wide and 24 feet long and you've got 20 people trying to work on it, you have to coordinate a lot between classes, between students. This is what needs to be done here. You guys go over there and do that. Some of them will be in the shop doing something. And small is not necessarily easier. But again, I love this project and we'll keep doing it as long as we can get the grant to do it. Mr. Martin, you want to say something?
I just want to thank KVAC too because, like Mr. Sparkman said, this is an excellent real world scenario project. My students have to learn how to work with his students. They may be building in one area that we may need to work on that day, the plumbing. So they have to get in there and work with each other. And that's the way it is when they get out in the field. They're going to have that same kind of soft skill to be able to work with each other and work with other construction people around them, plumbers, electricians, and it's just a great project from start to finish. And a lot of these kids, I guess all of these kids up here, have been in at least 2 and maybe 3 of the tiny houses, and possibly 4. Some of you guys, is this your 4th tiny house? So 3rd and 4th. So I mean, they're getting just so much knowledge out of it. By the time that they're at this point, they're really ahead of the game. By the time they graduate, they've worked on so many of them. I have no doubt that they could go out and a lot of them and just start building tiny houses themselves. They've got that much knowledge.
My mind works weird sometimes. Things just pop in. The other great thing about this project is over the years, this is our 4th one. Is that right? 4th one. We have also tried to involve the other classes from the school in this project. Our automotive class, especially the first year, did a lot of welding on the frame, modifying things that we needed changed so that stabilizers would fit and things like that. So that pulled them in. Eventually, we kind of designed the trailer we wanted, and they still get involved on some of it. Of course, our 2 classes are involved. In the past, we have had our business teacher have her students handle the books, the budget, all that stuff. Let us know if we're pushing our luck on the money and all of that. And this year, our information technology teacher is working on a grant to get a 3D printer, and he's trying to come up with something that he can print out that we can use in the tiny house to let his students get involved in it too. The only one I've not managed to try to figure out a way so far is our nursing instructor, and I've got an idea for that too. But again, thank you for this. Would any of the students like to say anything? Shy group.
Also, I'd like to mention that I got a grant for solar on the side, which is going to allow us to put solar power onto the tiny house this year. And we've actually I called the solar company and got a little better deal, and we're going to have almost enough solar that you could be totally off grid if you parked it in the right sunny area. That's so. And learning about this solar, I think solar is coming along, and the technology is improving. The solar panels this year are half the sizes from last year, and they're producing the same amount of electricity. So I think getting in early on the game on the solar is good for the students. Some of them will pick that up, and it'll be a good career opportunity right there. And it reflects back to the tiny house. The solar is due to the tiny house. So that's something I'd like to add.